Welcome back to the Robot Brains podcast on the DL, where we take a step away from AI and learn more about our latest guest with 10 quick personal questions. All right, let's dive in. If you could have a robot take over any part of your life, what would you have it do?
I'm going to go with making the bed.
Making the bed.
This is a recurring argument between so I actually got married last weekend, so now I can say my wife and I. So a recurring argument between us was, I don't see any value in making the bed. She cannot be in the room without the bed being made. So the compromise we came to was that I would make the bed one day a week. And I don't even do that. I try to, and I really don't even. So even that little compromise. So if I could have a robot that would make the bed for me, I would bring a lot of happiness to our marriage.
Who has inspired you the most in your career journey?
I'm going to go Bill Gates there. And that's coming from the philanthropy side, really, of being a obviously massive commercial success and then being able to do so much good is really cool. And having a nerd do it all, like us, just engineer first and then turn your eye to so many different challenges. That is really the dream for me, is I would love to be a big commercial success and then get to just spend a lot of time on philanthropy and empowering others to be successful in all sorts of really important projects.
If you could give robots and machines one human value, what would it be?
I'm going to go with laziness.
Laziness?
Yeah.
Lazy robots.
Yeah,
The
lazy
future of
robots.
robotics.
People that are smart and hardworking are great. People that are not that smart and hardworking are terrible to work with, right? And they just make a lot of work for other people. So I feel like recognizing that robots are not going to be that smart for a while. Let's have the lazy robots that take the simplest path and don't make a lot of work for other people. I would rather have a robot that cleans 3 dishes well and then leaves a bunch of dishes than a robot that breaks dishes or doesn't clean them well and doesn't actually do anything well. So
Outside of the world of tech, what excites you most about the current state of the world?
coming back to the Alzheimer's problem, one of the things that makes me very hopeful is actually how many people are affected by it, unfortunately. The fact that 1 in 3 people over 85 have it means that so many of us have loved ones impacted that there are just going to be so many people that work on it that we will find solutions. So that makes me very hopeful that the more people that are impacted by problems, the more people work on them, the more we will find solutions to problems. One of my takeaways from the pandemic was things that require a few people to be exceptional, we can do, right? Developing a vaccine in record time, amazing work. So big thank you to all of the scientists who worked so hard to make that happen. Things that require everybody to make some small change, we cannot do. We are not good at that. So when I think about things like climate change and Alzheimer's, I hope that there are solutions to those problems that require a few people to be exceptional, like developing a therapeutic for Alzheimer's or developing a technology for climate change. I hope that the solution isn't for all of us to stop eating beef or something like that, because I've kind of just lost hope that we will actually do things like that. But there are so many really gifted people out there that to develop vaccines at the pace they did, not just one, but many, is amazing. And that fills me with a lot of hope that we can do the same thing for, other problems. When more and more people are impacted by them, people will work on them and we'll find solutions.
If you had to give up work and volunteer for the rest of your life, what would you do and why?
Probably cooking. I really enjoy, and I didn't know it before the pandemic, being able to work from home and be able to cook has been, it's so relaxing and so pleasant to make food for people. So I'm going to say I would cook. And I like being kind of ridiculous. I don't know if you've seen these videos from, I think he's a Turkish guy, who just makes these giant meals and then serves the whole village. They make a giant burger that's feet across and then slice it up. And so stuff like that, I think would be very rewarding and very fun and very relaxing.
What's the last book you read?
The last book I read was a book that my wife recommended me that is called The Assassin's Apprentice, I believe. So a fantasy book that was a very, very well written, very fun escape by an author called Robin Hobb. Highly recommend.
Dinner with one person, living or deceased.
Someone that would just be fun. maybe an actor from a show I like, or something like that. Kristen Bell. I'm going to say dinner with Kristen Bell.
Most overrated virtue.
Can it be hardworking again and go back to the lazy robot?
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah.
What's something that many people don't know about you?
I'm a huge video game nerd. For years and years, I've watched competitive StarCraft and just love it and live vicariously through them. So love esports and feel like there's a lot you can learn about running a business, from the difference between strategy and tactics, and when you're behind in one way, how do you get ahead in others and use that to get ahead overall, and stuff like that.